Okay, guys, welcome to another weekly market review session. Let's get straight into it, everybody. So again, before I go into the charts, just want to make a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Any views, opinions, references, or assertions or statements we may make or set out is just our own personal views and not necessarily the views held by any other group. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the charts. I think we had a pretty interesting week last week. I think markets pulled back for itself. Okay, it came down quite a bit. It's no longer overextended and overbought. So there are opportunities that may be lurking for those of you that are trading. Okay, so let's go and have a look and take a look at the charts. Okay, so right now we are on the charts. Okay, so you can see I'm on my SPY, my S&P 500, well, my hourly chart. And very simply, again, last week, I think pretty healthy. We saw the market actually come down yesterday as well for Monday's trading and Monday's market. Market fell below my line. So very simple, guys. We had the markets pull back last week. Do I think it's going to go down or is it going to be a bear market? The answer is no. Okay, I am still more, or my probability is more bullish in the markets. All right, but I think a pullback is necessary. A pullback is healthy. Stocks don't go up in one straight line. They always go up in a wave pattern. Okay, in a wave pattern. So they always move up, down, up, down for itself. All right, but in the long term, it always ends up going higher. So it's good that the markets pull back. Now I'll be watching, or I'll be watching my line that I've drawn here, this yellow line that you can see over here for this week for SPY. Why am I doing that? Very simply, if you see above this yellow line, we sort of have a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. So again, you can see my left shoulder over here, the head, and then my right shoulder over here, and then you had the stocks go in between a bit. So for yesterday's trading, okay, for yesterday's market, I was actually observing, will stocks actually stay, or will the market actually stay below my yellow line? And so far it has. Okay, so far it has. So I'll be looking for the next couple of days, is it going to continue staying here? Or will it continue to go upwards for the market? Okay, so 434, this is the level that my line is here. This is where I'm going to be looking at. As of yesterday, it has closed below, but I will observe the next 3 days for the market. If it stays below, then maybe for the short term, we may be looking at sideways movement, or maybe the market's going down a little bit more. If not, then we may have some bullish upside. Now, even when it goes up, don't expect it to go and rally crazily up. Okay, I think we can expect for at least the next couple of weeks, even if market does decide to go up, it will go up and do more of a short and sideways movement. Okay, now another thing to factor in as well, if let's say, yes, let me just go ahead and remove this. Okay, so if let's say the markets do decide to go below my 20 EMA, that's another sign that I'll be looking towards too, because temporarily in the short term, we may be going down a bit more. Okay, but this is normal. This is pullback. I am waiting for a bigger pullback for the markets. So if I turn on my 50 MA, all right, my 50 MA, you can see still a bit far off. For the month of June, I have not bought any stocks. I have not bought anything for my portfolio. I'm waiting for a deeper and bigger pullback. Okay, so when markets do go to closer to my 50 EMA, that's when I'll probably add some stocks for portfolio. Okay, for my respective portfolio. But as of now, I am not doing anything of that sort. Okay, now when we go into QQQ, similar as well. You can see still far off from my 50 EMA. So I'm not adding any shares or buying anything yet, even though the markets are in a bull market. I want to wait for a better discount. I do believe possibly markets can come down lower as well. Okay, now when will I be going in for long positions or long trades? Okay, in terms of trading, I'll be waiting for it to break my trend line over here for QQQ. Okay, for SPY, like I told you, needs to stay above my 434 level for this week, and that will make me consider long trades. All right, bullish trades. Now, keyword there, guys, is trades. Okay, meaning I'm in and out of this position. In terms of buying stocks for myself or buying ETFs, I will only consider that if the market pulls back to 50 MA for the SPY or QQQ. Okay, so that's how I will approach my trading for this upcoming week and observing the markets. Okay, now if we go on the S&P 500 map, so I always like to use this. I think it gives a very good reference of how money is flowing into the markets for the recent weeks. So if we look at the 1 week performance, you can see that your tech stocks, your big tech stocks, okay, Microsoft, let me just change the color. You can see Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Meta, okay, Tesla. Most of your big stocks, big tech stocks are down. Okay, Amazon just slightly up. Apple also a little to no change for the respective stock. So money is definitely been flowing out of your tech stocks, which is good because this entire rally was led by these big tech giants. So it's good that it's flowing out of them, and may not be so clear, but if you look at it, I do feel that money is flowing into other sectors. You can see very clearly your healthcare sector. Okay, these seem to be a little bit more in the green, and I think we can expect that in the upcoming weeks or upcoming days, money will be flowing into these guys for their respective stocks. Okay, so be on the lookout for the healthcare stocks. That's where money might be possibly flowing into. The next thing is your airlines sector. Okay, so your airline sector as well. If you go and look at stocks, for example, like American Airlines, okay, yesterday you can see broke out of the trend and is continuing up. So these guys have a lot more to move. Guys like your American Airlines, your Delta Airlines, okay, just be on the lookout for them. After a good pullback, they may be able to move higher. Okay, some of your tourism stocks, okay, like RCL, for example, okay, Royal Caribbean, I believe these guys also have more room to move. Okay, they have more room to move. So be on the lookout for these stocks. Okay, if I'm taking any long trades or long positions, these are 2 or 3 of the sectors that I will be looking at. Okay, again, not financial advice, but just the sectors that I'm looking at. Pay attention, guys. You might see some good movements over here in the market. Okay, so again, be on the lookout for this week SPY. Okay, be on the lookout for SPY, this 434 level. If it holds above, if not, if it goes down lower, breaks below my 20 EMA, it may go down lower. Okay, QQQ as well needs to break my trend line. If it goes below my 20 EMA, it may continue to go lower in the markets. Okay, so the other thing is why I'm also not adding shares yet is because of the VIX. Okay, so if we look at the VIX, we look at the VIX. Now, thing about the VIX is, for those of you that don't know, it is known as the Fear and Greed Index. Okay, Fear and Greed Index. So this moves opposite. It moves inverse to how the market moves. So if the market is healthy and is bullish and it's going up, the VIX comes down. If markets are bearish and coming down, the VIX goes up. Okay, so typically we say when it goes up, when the VIX goes up, when it's high, there's a lot of fear in the market, there's a lot of uncertainty. Okay, and when the VIX is low, when it comes down, there's a lot of greediness, a lot of bullishness. People are not so fearful on the volatility of the market. And for the last 3 years, okay, the VIX, if you look at my blue line that I have drawn, okay, typically it's ranged around the 19.5, and the lowest it went to was about 15 for itself, right? 14.8950. But currently, if you see, VIX is at an even all-time low, all right? Literally went to as low as 12.5 to 13 for itself. So VIX is really at an all-time low. It is not something I've seen for the past, couple of years. You can go back, from at least 2020 all the way till now, for the past 3 years, it has not been this low. So really, the greediness has been there in the markets. That's why I've been hesitant on buying shares, on even doing trades or long bullish trades for myself. Okay, I've just been waiting because this is not the ideal time. Okay, so just let the market do what it has to do. Let it pull back, let it go sideways. And when things are, or when the VIX starts to come back up, when market starts to pull back a bit more, that's when we can have a higher degree of certainty and go in with our trades. Okay, so again, don't rush or don't be in a rush to be taking your trades. Okay, watch out for the sectors that money is flowing into. Watch out for the VIX. Make sure it's coming back up. Watch out for the key levels that I told you on SPY and QQQ. Okay, now this week as well, you need to look out for high impact news. The main one I want everybody to focus on is on Wednesday, because Wednesday, Mr. Jerome Powell is speaking. And whenever he speaks, there is volatility in the market. Okay, so please be on the lookout for this. This may affect the direction and volatility of how the market goes. Okay, then on Thursday, we have GDP. Okay, GDP happening at 8:30. So something you also have to take note of. Okay, this can also cause volatility. GDP basically tells you whether the economy is growing or not. So if the economy is growing, everything is healthy, everything is all good. If not, then the markets might react negatively towards it. Okay, so that is for Thursday. And Friday, you got PCE price index. This is before market opens. So mainly, I'll just be worried about Wednesday and Thursday, GDP data and Jerome Powell speaking. I think these are two news or events that can affect the markets. Okay, so please be careful. Please be cautious when you're doing your trading this week. Okay, so with that, I've come to the end of our weekly market review video. Just go ahead, watch out for these levels and take precaution in your trading this week. Okay, watch out for SPY and QQQ on those levels, and watch out for the sectors that I mentioned earlier on. Okay, so with that, have a safe and good trading week ahead, everybody. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you next week.